Hi, Mr. Rubo here. We are going to go ahead and continue on with our quiz review videos here. So the previous video had numbers 1 through 6. This one has number 7. There'll be more videos for whichever ones you guys need from this review. So yeah, look further in the playlist if you are looking for some for 8, 9, 10, so on and so forth. All right, so for number 7 here, um, we have write the equation of a line that passes through these 2 points and express your answer in standard form. So there's a couple things to do here. So we have to come up with the equation of a line based off these 2 points. And then the last thing is we do have to make it standard form. So first thing we're going to do is get it into an equation of a line. Now, we usually cannot go straight into standard form. So because of that, we have to either go point slope form first or slope intercept form. I'll do both, but just so you guys can see, whichever way you like to do it that way. You'll get the same answer either way. All right, so to start off with, though, for whether you're going slope intercept or point slope form, in both cases, we need the slope. So I'm going to say m equals, and then it's y2 minus y1, so 10 minus -6, and then over x2 minus x1, so 16 minus 4. And we simplify this. That's 16 in the numerator, 12 in the denominator, and this fraction of 16 over 12 simplifies to 4/3. Okay. Now, this is the point where you either choose, if you remember, you can do point slope form. If you don't remember point slope form, then you're probably going to go ahead into slope. Oops, sorry about that. I did it again. You're going to go into slope intercept form. So y equals mx plus b. So I'll do this one first, and then I will follow up with point slope if you want to do it that way. Either way, we still have to end up in standard form. So it's up to you. So we know our slope, right? We have our slope. We just don't have our b value, so you have to figure out your b value first. And to do that, we do some substitutions. So we'll say 4/3 is m, and then we are going to take one of the 2 points. It doesn't matter which one. I'll just take the first one because why not? And I'm going to substitute that in for x and y. Okay, and now I just have to solve for b. So doing this, you can do a couple different things. I would simplify that to 16 over 3 plus b equals -6. And then you can subtract this over. If you don't like to deal with fractions, it's an extra step, but you can do it. You can multiply everything by 3, so on both sides. This is kind of a longer way to do it, but especially if you're still not super comfortable with fractions, this gets rid of the fraction, right? So then now we would subtract the 16. And when you do that, you get what? 34, -34 over 3b. And then you divide by 3, and there's your b value, right? So we got b equals -34 over 3. All right. We're not done yet because we have to write the equation with everything we know. So it'd be 4/3 x minus 34 over 3b. I'm sorry, 34 over 3, which is our b. That's in slope intercept form. Standard form has us with x and y on the same side, and also standard form doesn't want us to have fractions involved. So you can do this in either order. I'm going to go ahead and move some stuff around. specifically, I'm going to subtract the y, because I guess another thing is we usually don't like having our x term be negative. So I'm going to subtract the y, and then I'm going to add the 34 over 3. And then, because I don't want a fraction, nice thing is both fractions here have the same denominator. So I'm going to go ahead and multiply everything by 3. And when I do that, I get 34 equals 4x minus 3y. And there's your standard form. Okay, and I did say I was going to go ahead and do it with using point slope form. If you're one that you are exclusive to slope intercept form, which I know a lot of you do, you can stop here. If you're one you like point slope form, or if you just want to look at point slope form, go ahead and keep watching. So nice thing is we already have our m, so our m has not changed. I just need to make some room. So I'm going to go ahead and just say my m is 4/3, found it that same way. Now point slope form. Oh man, I keep nudging. Sorry about that, guys. All right. So point slope form, too far, is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. All right, so the reason it's called point slope form is because all you need is a point and your slope. We have both, right? And you can choose which point you choose, whichever point you want. Just like the last one, I'm just going to use the first one because why not? If you use the second one, you'll end up getting a different point slope equation, but you'll get the exact same standard form. That's the one nice thing is whether we're doing standard form or slope intercept, you end up with the same equation, but point slope, you end up with a slightly different equation. So that's all based on the point you substitute in. All right, so there we go. I've substituted in -6 and +4. And then at this point, I'm going to go ahead and multiply out. I'm going to erase all this, though, just to give myself some room here. So I'm going to multiply out that 4/3. So I end up getting 4/3 x minus 16 over 3. And just like earlier, because I have those fractions, I don't want a fraction. I'm going to go ahead and multiply everything by 3. Okay, and when I do that, this side becomes 4x minus 16 because both 3's get canceled. And then this side becomes 3y plus 18. All right, and then just like before, I want my x's on the same side. So I'm going to add 16. I'm sorry, I want my x and y on the same side. So I'm going to add the 16 to both sides, and I would get 34. And then I would subtract the 3y over, and you guys can see you would get the exact same thing once you solve that. Okay, so I mean, I can put the work there just so you can see it. But then minus 3y. And yeah, we end up getting the same answer either way. So it's really up to you which way you want to do it. Point slope form is usually nice because you usually have a point and the slope. But it's not as easy to remember as y equals mx plus b. So it's up to you which way you do it. That's why I showed both. So thanks for watching.